Hello world, welcome to the journalist chat today. And today we have a very special guest from Dhaka, Bangladesh. And I think the people and the audience, those who are from Bangladesh and also around the world, you know the name and you all are familiar about the Azim Khan Rani. And he's the person who get the award like 300 plus award winner. He's one of the photographer from Bangladesh who award the 300 plus. So this is the kind of amazing things. We know that every photographer, they have a struggles, they have a motivations, and they have an experience. So when a journalist, when a photographer reward like 300 plus, so that's the amazing story. Today we listen from him. So welcome to our guest tonight. Hi Azim Kandroni, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. So I want to ask you, this is one of the curiosities happening to me and also from the audience. And you know that recently you have done a wonderful job and with your colleague from Channel 24. And so that's why I need to ask you first, how are you? And what is the present condition of your health? Because it was a very risky journey you have done.
Yes, we know we are passing a very terrible time in our country and globally. We are facing a very difficult situation. In the meantime, we are working as usual. Stay at home. It's not the sentence like us. We going to office. We coverage assignment. We going to lot of place, and we also take lot of risks to show what is the real situation, what is the real perspective, what is the real situation of health sector in Bangladesh. So every day we going to different place, talking with lot of people, lot of place to visualize what is the real story in Bangladesh, to show the people to concern and awareness build up for every people
Yeah,
in
if,
Bangladesh.
if, if I ask you like recently, you have done a wonderful job. You visualized you figured out one of the fact from the hospitals, and it's kind of really risky journey during these times when the people try to maintain the physical and social distance. But in the meantime, you and your one of the bravo colleague and recently reported and also the figure out one of the fact. So what was like that inside in hospital?
Yeah, it was a very difficult and very risk job. Nobody was agreed to coverage this story. We are I am working from my channel 24, and we are the first channel, the first new make a breaking news. Is totally a total tremendous breaking news um, in our media and in our news sector. We are planned to go there, and we have planned to. We are working just 10 minutes,
Okay.
and totally camera on, 10 minutes. Whatever we saw, we record. But luckily,
Okay.
we are got many times.
Okay.
There are doctors and another
Mm.
another lot of people
Mm.
who also patient our support. They are support me.
Mm.
We are taking lot of footage and lot of interview. What is the real situation? And that was
Mm.
terrible. And we are saw lot of people is doing own patient is working for own,
Yeah.
lacking doctors, nurse, everything is
Mm.
lacking. But
Yeah.
this place was very terrible.
Mm.
Among,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
if I also observe and I watch this episode, so basically that's how like investigative journalists are work, and this is a very important role of journalists are playing recently. And I was basically wondering when I was watching this report, like inside in the hospital and with proper equipment, when you are conducting the interview with the peoples and roll on the camera, so it's kind of really horrible things and like what things you kept in your mind, like because everyone know like right now the hospital is one of the danger zone for for in general people, those who doesn't have any knowledge of medical or any kind of, they're not aware about the situations and also the protections. So when you first enter in the hospital, what was your mind and what experience you have?
yeah. Basically, I want to share with you. I am not a newcomer in this sector. More than 15 years, I am working in this sector.
Mm,
Previously, lot of risks I was taken,
mm,
like BDR, a
mm.
lot of fire
Yeah.
fire fire incident. So it was I was serious about that, but not so not
I
so
mean,
tense.
you was not afraid of that.
Yes, right. I was not afraid. It's okay. Today, tomorrow we will die.
Yeah.
So when you take this in your mind, your work will more easy. So I
Yeah.
will go. I try to keep my brain cool
Yeah.
as possible as I am thinking I am okay. we
Yeah.
are going we are going to hospital, taking interview lot of patient, taking
Mm.
interview with doctor, talking with lot of staff in this hospital, and we want to try to saw real situation. When
Mm.
trying to seen visualize with my camera as what is the real situation of our
Mm.
COVID-19
Mm.
pandemic situation, and what is the health sector of our country this
Mm.
position. uh, we, we
Mm.
are we're trying our best, and
Yeah. I mean, from your visualization, I think, I mean, this is the first time from, I mean, Bangladeshi audience, first time like they understand what exactly happening inside in the hospitals and what is the present conditions of our health systems and how our doctor and our healthcare peoples and they are facilitating to the patients. And I think this is a kind of, I mean, I mean, I don't have a word to express because I was kind of afraid of, okay, this is going on and how it's possible, like because you have experience of you have 15 years experience of the journalism and as a photographer and as a video journalist. I think that's why it's make it happen. So if I ask you, like, right after the report and it is published in Bangladesh and the people are know about and they are aware and they are concerned, and right after that if I ask you how you are taking care of your health, because still you are, this is an unknown virus, and you don't know you are secure or not. So what measure you have taken regarding that?
okay, we are taking protection from office as much as possible. Then we go to the hospital, and I was starting taking shooting everything as much as possible, and as much as time I get. So we are talking lot of patients, lot of doctor, lot of workers, and we trying to visualize what is the real situation, what is the health sector, what is the real situation of Bangladesh in this pandemic. So I try my best, and you and other spectator can say what is the achieve ours and our channel, but I was trying my best with my life risks. So this is not my
Yeah,
first time.
that's why I'm asking you, like, what the present condition of you, like you already consult with the doctor, because right after that, because you came back from the hospital, so do you need to quarantine for next 14 days, or like, oh, I mean, if you already consult with the doctor, what doctor said about what measure you need to do future?
Okay, after finished job, I
Yeah.
was talking doctor. They said
Mm.
you should go to quarantine,
Okay.
but I cannot. But we cannot for the real situation because of for news for making news, lot of pressure. So we stay only 4 to 5 days in home
Mm.
as a taking rest, and
Mm.
I did not find any symptom or another problem. And
Wow.
after 4 or 5 days, I again start my job and again start
Okay.
working. um,
Okay. I think this is a very good, and we are happy that you are still in very good situations, and we are wishing like in the next time and also the I mean next few days, and I think in the rest of the time you will be okay, because this is you guys are the people, those who are the man behind the lens, and you are the people who are visualizing and try to show to the real scenario from the ground to the people. If I ask you that, like, what motivations you have, why you wanted to be a photographer? I mean, there's a lot of scope to do, and what motivation, and who is your role model, and who basically motivate you to be photographer?
okay, first of all, I want to say photography is not my hobby; it's my passion.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, in the meantime, after doing 12 years in my career, I think I should do different something individually achievement for me. What's my job? It's not individual achievement, it's overall in my station, in my channel. So I always find I do something, it's only for me. I only one of the main in this sector. So I think what should I do? Then I find is photography is the very unique and very real situation. I want to show my skill and my
I mean, this is
credibility.
the one of the very good platform to explore yourself. Yeah.
Example, if you make a movie, it's not
Mhm.
only your credit, it's
Yeah.
related with producer, camera person, film,
It's a
everything,
teamwork.
teamwork. But in a
Yeah.
photography, only the one sector, every credit is yours.
Yeah.
Your photography, your editing, your plan, everything, all credit goes to photographer. So it's
Like
a
one man
very
show.
one man show. Yes, it's a very challenging and very excellent profession, but it's very difficult to develop rapidly in this sector.
Hmm.
I was trying.
Yeah,
Still, I am.
the one of the things is very important is it's not only the photography sector and also like in every sector the matter of continuity. Like when
Yes.
you achieve one of the awards and in the meantime what next? What next? People basically stop it. But what do you know? What do you inform? I was studying about your biography and like 300 plus. I mean, awards. You are the awards winner. 300 plus awards you win, and you are the one of the person representing Bangladesh internationally. Even I saw like your photograph published in BBC and also the Wikipedia and also different international publication, different international platform. And when you feel it, like you are the person who had an experience to receive 300 plus awards. So, I mean, what does it mean to you?
Okay. When I start my photography journey, I was always trying to represent my country. How can I represent my country internationally? I and we know our country is not popular internationally. Only few globally, only few people and few million of people know about us. So I always trying how can I represent my country. We know only cricket. Cricket is the one of the most popular game in our country. So a lot of people know about our country about for cricket. But lot of people don't know what is the photography achievement in Bangladesh. Lot of achievement in Bangladesh from photography. Every achievement, every award comes Bangladesh every day, every year, every time. So when I trying to submit photography in internationally, I saw it's so difficult to get a single award from international arena. Lot of
Okay.
great photographers in the world. They are have lot of opportunity, lot of financially capability, equipment. Everything is there much higher than us.
Yeah.
So I always trying to grow up
Mm.
myself. I
Mm.
think I am a very early stage in photography. 300
Mm.
award is not happier
Okay, how
news.
many awards awards you want to achieve? I mean, what
I,
about your goal?
I have no goals to why I will stop, but
Mm.
I have planned. I want to doing photography 10 years in this
Okay.
sector.
Wow. This is an amazing line. What you were trying to say, if I precisely share to the audience, like he was talking about, like how photography can represent the country and culture internationally, how can contribute internationally to represent a country when he is achieving any of the award. It's not the achievement of Azim Khan Rani. This is the achievement of Bangladesh because the name of Bangladesh all the time is there. The name of people are pronouncing the Bangladesh, and there's a
Yes.
lot of scope. I mean, from the photography because there's a lot of arena and a lot of international agency who submit their photographs and they are amazing photographer around the world. But in the meantime, the country like Bangladesh and also the Bangladeshi photographer who doesn't get that opportunity, that chance, but when they're submitting the best photograph, when they're getting award, so this is a kind, the Bangladesh feel proud of you and Bangladesh feel proud of the photographers and those who are doing the amazing job. And we also know the few of the photographer from Bangladesh, and we know the Ponir Bhai, who award in the Pulitzer, who received the Pulitzer award, and also we know one of the familiar person, and he was from his institutions, Shohidullah
Yes.
Lombai, and also the other photographers, those who are doing good. So if I ask you, like, when you are doing the photography, so all the time people need to keep in mind what exactly need to capture. So what was your best experience? I mean, what is your best experience in your, like, you achieved 300 award, and if I ask you, like, can you share with us like 3 awards, which was you still feel like that was really good among them?
Okay. My dream is HIPA. It's a
Yeah.
very prestigious award in photography,
Hmm.
based in Dubai. It's
Hmm.
a most monetary prize money in photography award. Uh, One is grand prize is BDT is 1 crore. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very dreamful and very dreamful
Hmm.
for a photographer.
Hmm.
If any photo, I was told many times, one photo can change your life. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
one photo and one award easily can change a photographer's life,
Okay.
because photography is very expensive.
Yeah.
Eh, if you think deeply, you know it's very
Yeah, I mean,
expensive.
there's a lot of logistic matters, because if you want to take any kind of, if you
and
need
need,
to camera, if you need to buy that, yeah.
and need to travel. It's
Yeah.
very expensive. If you travel in one place to another place is expensive. When you travel outside of the country, it's more
Mm.
expensive. So
Mm.
without travel, you cannot bring any great photos. Every
Okay.
photos is your asset. I think my photograph is my asset. It's my
Okay.
property. Eh,
Okay.
I can burning them to earn money.
Okay.
It's only my.
Yeah, I mean,
So
you're able to feel it inside, like, about your work. I basically asked you the questions. What was your previous experience like? If you share a little bit, because you photographed a lot in your lifetime. I mean, 15 years experience. So if you share with us one or two, three experience, like when you start the photography and one of the picture, you still feel that was very good. If you're able to share with us a little bit about your previous achievement, and still you are keeping in mind, yes, that was very good. Can you share with us your
okay,
previous experience, and so also talk about us few of your previous photograph?
okay, my photography experience is only 5 years, not
Okay.
15 years.
Okay.
15 years is my working job as a senior camera
Okay.
person, but my
Okay.
photography career is only 5 years. In a very
Okay.
short time, I think I
Okay.
was achieved enough,
Okay.
but it's not enough for me. I
Okay.
am by step by step. I want
Hmm.
to go
Hmm.
taking up in stair. It's
Okay.
a it's many stair. If you up one stair, you should
Hmm.
go to next step.
Okay.
So it's not very easy to get any award or any achievement in this sector, because you know
Hmm.
lot of great photographer, lot of talented photographer in this sector.
Hmm.
Every year, every day, they are fighting for
Hmm.
a best contest or any award.
Hmm.
So if you get any award from
Hmm.
internationally, it's not a matter of joke,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
if you fight lot of
Hmm.
photographers, then you get any
Hmm.
prize. It's a
Hmm.
very tough. I
Hmm.
think who are got award, they know what is the real situation in this sector,
Hmm.
because every day every photographer wants to take better photo.
Hmm.
They are developing, they are buying their lot of upcoming equipment.
Hmm.
So you, because we are in Bangladesh, have lot of opportunity to take great photos, because
Hmm.
we are very enriched in our photography subject,
Yeah.
in
I
our
mean, because
sector.
Bangladesh has a biodiversity, naturally, when Bangladesh looks like is very amazing, because there's a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of place where you will able to capture very good photo, because we have a lot of tourism spot, and we have a lot of natural beauties, and where you can really easily capture the natural beauty. I mean, from the close distance. So I think this is a very important, and we also saw that a lot of photographer from around the country, they a lot of time visited Bangladesh to capture the landscape and to capture different archaeological and also the historical place, and it's happened. So if I ask you also the same questions, and if you share with us the, because you achieve a lot of awards, if you share with us few of the photographs which is really best in your mind, because I heard that one of the photograph, like in a day, suppose one of the photographs submitting 5 or 4 photos, but he captured more than 10,000. So how he decide like 3 or 4 photos is the best photo, and how you decide that?
Okay. First of all, I want to say I want to take one best photo in my life.
Okay,
One
great.
best photo in my life, but I don't know when I will take this, but or when I will can take this. But
Okay.
I think I have some great photos to
Mm.
compete internationally,
Mm.
to fight another photographers to get awards. Uh,
Okay.
I want to say my one photo taken from Bogura,
Okay.
it's North Bengal. It's a photograph of red chili.
Okay.
I think it's one of my best photo. And this
Okay.
photo got lot of international award. This photo
Mm.
was published lot of international magazine or
Mm.
publication. This photo was sold several times in National Geography. This those
Okay.
this photo was published in lot of international
Mm.
companies such as
Mm.
Oxford University. Oxford
Yeah.
University, they make their calendar with my photos. And
Yeah.
Switzerland, Helvetia is one of the richest company. They
Mm.
use my photo as their calendar, and lot
Mm.
of new internationalists. So lot of international prestigious company and their magazine, their publication, they use my photo. And I think this single image or photograph changed my photography ambition, changed
Mm.
my photography thinking. Everything changed
Okay.
because it's not a very easy
Mm.
to fight or to publish to get achievement internationally easily. But if you
Yeah.
some great photos, you
Mm.
can represent your country.
Okay.
Not you will got not only for your achievement, it's overall in our country achievement. So I am
Yeah.
always trying to represent my country. I am always
Yeah.
trying to represent what is the beautiful in Bangladesh.
Yeah,
But
I'm trying to explore the Bangladesh in a positive way, in a positive perspective, because I can remember like when people all the time think, okay, from the outside of the country, because they don't have proper perception and proper experience and proper knowledge about the Bangladesh, and they externally try to click in Google like, okay, this is Bangladesh, I need to go and I need to see what exactly happening and what is the perception, what is the culture. So when they're basically searching in Google and try to find out the best image, and also try to understand the inside, but most of the time they feel, okay, this is not good, or something happening there, and the political situations and also other crises. But when any of the photographer or anyone can represent Bangladesh through the photograph, through the beautiful nature and representing beautifully, so I think this is an amazing, and it's all the time for any of the Bangladeshi, I think for the citizen, and it is you people are the pride of Bangladesh. Anyway, you are representing the country. Even it's definitely it's not an easy joke, and it's not a matter. It's not an easy matter to do it, because it's need a lot of work. Everyone can see the photo, and I know like, okay, this is photograph. People can criticize it, but there's a behind the screen. There is a lot of story. There's a lot of struggles. So I know like in Bangladesh and also the around the country, and also the people, those who try to do and try to choose these professions, and everyone face different kind of problem from the very beginning. And what was your struggle, and what struggle you have done?
okay, uh, you know, when you search Bangladesh in Google
Yeah.
in previous 2 or 3 5 years ago, you saw a lot of horrible picture in a
Yeah.
flood, in political collision, and lot of most of the people in the world know it's negative.
Hmm.
First of all, Bangladesh, oh, it's negative.
Yeah.
Negatively, they're thinking of us.
Yeah.
And it's a very horrible news that only 30% people in the world know what is Bangladesh, and only
Yeah.
70% people don't know what is
Yeah.
Bangladesh.
Yeah.
40% people know Bangladesh. Oh, it's the country beside India, or somehow
Yeah.
in India.
Yeah.
But they don't know how Bangladesh, what is the culture of Bangladesh, because they have no intention or attraction, because
Mm.
they all time read, saw.
I mean, there is no enough content and proper content in Google to represent Bangladesh. Yeah.
They think negatively Bangladesh. Oh, it's a very, very terrible. It's politically, it's a flood affected. It's a poor. All
Yeah.
time they are thinking that. But
Okay.
when they saw lot of contest or lot of internet publication, all time Bangladesh photographer represent
Mm,
very strongly,
mm,
and you will no surprise. Bangladesh is the one of the best country in photography sector. Lot
mm.
of contest every year. Bangladeshi participant get achievement, and
Okay.
if you ranking, I think Bangladesh will be one, two, first, second, or third. I
Okay.
am surely say Bangladesh will be any contest first, second, or third. So
Okay.
Bangladesh is a very talented photographer. I have lot of talented photographer, but
Mm,
when but our
mm,
government or
mm,
any locally or any organization did not patronize or
mm,
motivated those photographers.
mm,
But if another sector,
mm,
you saw, if
mm,
anyone get achievement, government also lot of patronize, lot of public company lot of patronize them. But if
mm,
if a photographer get
mm,
any prestigious award or
mm.
prestigious, no patronize or no
Yeah.
promotion.
Yeah, I
And
mean, people are disappointed from the very beginning because this kind of preparations and need to patronizations. Because I know a lot of my friends, those who are doing the photographs, and in the meantime, I mean, in a moment they have to stop because they need to buy a camera, but their family and also the other people, they're not giving money and they're not well enough to buy the camera, because people think that photography is for the elite people or richest people who can buy the camera because it's an expensive. So if I ask you, like, what about your family perception on you? Like, they're inspiring you, they support you from the very beginning?
yes, my family always support me in very beginning,
Mm,
but my job is very difficult. I'm too much busy in my job. It's a very difficult job, as a journalist.
mm,
Only one day in a week I get a day off in a free time. I'm
mm.
doing photography in 4 to 5 years in my day off. Only
Okay.
Friday I can
Okay.
get time to
Okay.
travel or taking photos and everything. So
Okay.
every day I was struggle to
Mm,
get a better photo.
mm,
It's a very tremendous effort, tremendous struggle for me to
mm,
taking photographs, to taking in my career
mm.
future in my career build up in future as a photographer. But I am strongly represent. I am a photographer. I
Okay.
honor it. I'm proud it. But lot of
Okay.
people in Bangladesh, they cannot identity or they cannot
Yeah.
want
They're
to.
not treating themselves as a photographer.
But
They're
I am
choosing the
proud.
another and the title.
Yes,
Yeah.
because as a photographer, I got lot of,
Mm,
I achieve lot of everything. When I feel my dream. I was travel Europe
mm.
to taking award. I was go to Russia and
Mm.
lot of place. I was go to
Yeah, you
Vietnam.
visited a lot of country around the world, and that's why I
Only
know. Like, I was
possible,
start. Yeah,
only
I was
possible
basically,
for
yeah.
photographer.
Yeah, I was basically starting about you, and this is a very sad thing. People exactly don't know. I mean, what kind of people? I mean, those who are representing the country, and even there's a lot of show. There's a lot of things is going on, but the patronizations. I mean, inspiring the people is. I mean, inspiring the photographer like you, and this is a. I mean, a kind of, there's a lot of photographers those who are facing a lot of problems, but people individually, because of the passions, they're individually traveling, they're individually struggling to capture good moment, to capture the good events. And I think that's the things, and this is a time to, like, institutions and also the country need to support the photographer. Do you think, if I ask you, like, individually you are struggling and you are doing, and you started your own journey, and there's a lot of individual photographer, they are doing their own journey and they are still keep continuing their work. So if I ask you, like, there's a lot of country those who are photography industry established. Do you think in Bangladesh photography industry established?
Actually, honestly speaking, it's not established.
Okay.
But all photographers gain their achievement in its own effort.
Okay.
And a good photographer did not want to any patronize from anywhere, any government, because
Okay.
in this place, as a Azim Khan Roni comes here in my own effort,
Okay.
on my struggle, but
Okay.
but but I and we face lot of problem when we are going to
Yes.
taking photograph in any place, or when I going to outside of the country, we got lot of problem in
Yeah.
immigration and another sector. Still,
Okay.
lot of people underestimate as a photographer, but as a photographer, what is the power of a photograph? They don't know. A
Okay. They
photographer
don't
can
understand
sell.
the language of photographs. Yeah.
Yes.
And I think this is very needed, like when the when people understand the language of the photograph, what it is does mean, because a photograph can change a lot of things. Even last time, when we are off the record, we are talking about one of the photograph from Dar Yassin, and he's from India. He recently went on the Pulitzer Award, and
Yes.
to Pulitzer Award 2020. So we saw that like how a struggle he has been done, and I was following his profiles and from since a lot of times and since 1 years. So I work with him, work with his one of the colleagues, and when you saw the like Kashmir incidents and also what is going on, but why Bangladeshi photographers, why the photographers from Bangladesh are not going to cover, or why they are not getting opportunity to capture this kind of event which is kind of very close to the Bangladesh, and what's need to do that?
Okay, I was study about Darya Singh. He was a struggle in his life tremendously, and it's doing very risky. Many times he was photograph his own hide and seek, but
Mm.
it's very difficult to cover any photographer going to that place. It's so risky. But in our photographer is very talented. 2018 we got a Pulitzer from covering Rohingya issue.
Yeah.
So in a Rohingya issue, our photographer was a very strong role. But
Yeah.
what is the real situation? Not
Mm.
only Rohingya, not only Kashmir, in
Mm.
globally, every
Mm.
problem, every terrible, every bad news cover, every positive, every news cover is the main part of the journalist as a or photographer, because
Yeah.
one photographer can say thousands of words. If you write a big story but
Mm.
without photo, you think
Mm.
it's
Mm.
not a valuable, it's not a
Yeah.
charming, but one photo can scenario change the scenario.
Yeah.
One moment,
Mm.
you can easily know what is the scenario in Kashmir, what is the
Mm.
scenario in Russia, Syria, and what is the scenario is other place. So one Rohingya photo or another photo is very important to think global leader. So what is the real situation and what is should take action to recover or take any positive things about the minority or any people who are suffer from long time, long years
Mm.
without rights.
Yeah, and I think this is an important like and as we discussed before about like how photography, and because photographs, and I mean any single photograph has an individual language, and because photography itself can express what exactly happening, and this is absolutely true. Like when a person writing thousands of line, but a person capturing the photographs, then I think both of the things is need chemistry to do that, and when it's kind of a teamwork, like when a photograph are taking capturing the photographs and the reporter are writing on that, and when it is when it is has a good chemistry and the result is outstanding and amazing, that's we all the time observe from the international arena. So if you ask like there is thousands of photographers from Bangladesh, and every day right now this is a different, this profession is a very good profession. People are take it really positively, even people take it as a fashion and also the passions. So for the young generation, those who are doing photographs, and how do you think so, what they need to explore, what they need to capture to represent their own country,
Okay.
and how can they play the role?
Okay. I think every photographer should represent in Bangladesh as a positively. We are saw a lot of previous years is a lot of negative news. When you search Bangladesh, you saw a lot of negative photos. But I think it's changed day by day. I think because it's a motherland, so you should must be take care of your mother. So
Okay.
when you represent in your country, you think little, you think, oh, it's my country. As much as possible you should, um, yeah, represent your country positively, because in globally we are developing day by day. But when you visit another country, they treat you as a third
Third world,
country.
I mean, third world country people. Yeah. So like,
So
yeah,
they saw about your news, about your uh, photograph. It's a poor country. But when you represent your country positively, I think day by day, after 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, it will be changed. You will get honor when you go to another country, when you visit another country. They will treat it as a developing country, or as a good manner, or good people. Yeah, it's not important. You should must be developed, but you
yeah,
should be develop your behavior. Eh?
yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
beside of, I mean, when a photograph covering any kind of event, the first photograph think about the fact and what's really need to do, whatever it is. Because when you assign by, suppose you assign by BBC, or you assign by, if you assign by the New York Times or any other international media, so when they are advising you and they're giving you the assignment and they're fixing like, okay, this is a specific things you need to do. So I mean, in the meantime, and how you can represent, like, because suppose there is a political unrest, is if it is happen, if the political unrest is going on, or if anything happen, anything incident is going on, so that time you need to cover and you need to fulfill your assignment and you need to fulfill your deal. So in that moment, and how you represent your country very positively, if they want, like, this is the one, this assignment need to cover.
it's very difficult. It's very
Yeah,
difficult when you face dilemma. What
yeah,
should I do?
yeah,
Another is your profession, another is country. So
yeah.
then you should to try what is the real, what is the right. So
Okay.
it's very difficult to avoid real situation to saw
Mm.
another, and did not. I think it's not to show another thing,
Yeah.
or
I think there's a different kind of photography. Maybe those who are doing the wildlife photography, and also those who are covering the natural beauty of of any of the land. They are exploring the country and they are representing the country. But those who are like the reporter and assigned and photographer assigned by any of the agency, like, first need to cover the fact and then whatever happens. So one of the questions, Toyab Khan, basically asking, what is your advice for a beginner? I mean, for the beginner, those who are want to be a photographer, what about your advice for them?
my advice is try to saw photograph every day as much as possible you can,
Okay.
not from Facebook, not from, yeah. I think lot of professional photography website you
Mm,
should visit, or you should watch as much as possible photograph to develop you.
mm,
So every day, if you see lot of photographs, then you can develop your mind. You can develop your thinking. What should you want to capture? So it's very important to
mm,
learn more about photography. You can learn
mm,
photography from YouTube. You can learn
mm,
photography from another lot of website, and
mm,
you can learn from another photographers. And it's a lot of way develop
mm,
yourself as a beginner. Still, I am watching and I am saw a lot of photographs every day.
mm,
I every day I saw a lot of photograph in internet, or in lot of prestigious
mm.
website, example 500pics, 1x.com, and it's a lot of
Okay.
way you can saw very
Mm,
great photographs, very great work to develop
mm.
your.
Yeah, I think this is it's all the time people need to learn, and whatever preparations people are doing, like as a reporter, as a photographer, people need to know, and what other people's doing around the world. Even if you want to sustain yourself in comparatively in international arena, if you want to compete with international arena, you need to know like what other people's are doing. And I think this is a very important, and this is very good advice, because you have an experience with the photography for long times. So I think those who are the beginner, they're all the time afraid of, okay, what is wrong, what is right, okay, what should I do, and how can I click? Because there's a lot of debate on photography. Okay, the most of the time I asked you the one of the questions, and I saw like this debate is going on in Bangladesh and also the another country, and also the in world, this debate is going on when you are covering any of the crisis. So we know that if you want to take any of the photographs, you need to consent of the people. I mean, you need to take the permissions of the people if you want to do any kind of portrait of any subject. So do you think, and how do you think, like when you are covering the crisis, and do you think it's very important, or it's possible to take permission all the time from the subject?
No, I think no. It's
Okay.
very difficult when we are covering lot of place and a lot of incident, accident. We have
Mm.
if we take to permission, you will miss your moment.
Okay.
First, take when I am going to as a senior camera person as a cover, then
Mm.
I want to take as much as possible.
Mm.
When you want to permission, or when you uh,
Yeah.
want to permission
Yeah.
or take
When you try to get the consent, that's you there's a might yeah.
as a journalist, as much as possible you should capture, then
Mm.
you discuss. I think it's my opinion, and I think it should be very good for us.
Yeah, I mean, this is a time. I mean, when suppose you are taking interview and there's a lots of important subject when you are doing reporting, and also you are filming the subject of any of the victim or any of the event. So if that person doesn't know exactly, like, okay, when you are covering, when you are conducting the interview, the interviewee, I mean, the person you are interviewing, like that person doesn't know, okay, what will be the next. But right after that, when it will publish in the media, and also when it will be viral in social media, and that time the people can say, okay, I didn't thought it in that way, okay, because it might be that that news through that photograph, it will put him herself in risk. So I think, I mean, what I understand, and also like taking consent is possible. This is a very good idea to take consent of the subject if possible, to do interview when you are doing interview or conducting the interview with the people, because otherwise people think, okay, because and most of the people, I mean, there's a debate, like when you are portraying or taking photograph of the people, most of the there's a debate on the photographer are not thinking the subject as a human being. They are thinking, okay, this is a person I need to photograph, I need to capture for my own interest. So how do you think so, and why, what other options you have, and or in your experience you usually do when you portray, or when you portray any subject or conduct during the conducting the interview?
Okay, I want to say, a wire photo in Vietnam,
Yeah.
a young girl coming, he is undressed,
Yeah.
he has no dress, and burning his some face or hands.
Yeah.
Okay, when he grow up, and when he was young, he was protest why photographer should take this photo, and
Mm.
why they published. It's a
Mm.
very harmful for myself, and everybody
Yeah.
know that I'm nude.
Yeah.
Okay, that photograph stopped Vietnam War. When
Yeah.
that photograph was published in lot of media, lot of coverage, after some day Vietnam War was stopped. Still, this girl was young and alive, and
Yeah.
I don't know. This girl is now, maybe she is a photographer, a very renowned photographer in Vietnam. But when that photographer take his photo
Yeah.
when the girl was undressed and very young,
Mm.
but only this photo can change
Her
Vietnam.
life. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, also like, I mean, this is important. Like when, I mean, from the very beginning, because she did not understand, like, okay, what's going on. But photographer understand the power of photography. Like when you was discussing about the photographs and how photograph change. Even like I mean, you had an experience to watch one of the movies called the Bang Bang Club.
Yes, yes,
the Bang Bang Club, how Bang Bang Club and how this photograph. There's the, I mean, one of the group of the photograph. I mean,
yes.
after this photography, like in Ethiopia,
Kevin,
and there's a lot of thing change. Yeah,
Kevin.
yeah. Even this is a very important. Even we saw that one of the photograph from our one of the amazing photographer. I forgot her name, like covering the Rana Plaza Treasury,
Yeah.
and then during these times, like people really understand. Yes, this is
So,
the thing is going on inside. Yeah, and I think this is very important. And when, but most of the time, the subject they're not understand. Okay, they might think, and because there's a lot of debate, because this happened because of people are talking about, because this is positively happened. It might be there's a lot of negative story, like okay, after this photograph, that person, I mean, change, I mean, that person need to escape from this place, and also that person had to flee from this area because of the photograph, because the identifications, and people try to identify, because those who are the perpetrators, they're all the time try to find out the people. Yeah, and we are on the way to end the show. I think this is an amazing, like we are very happy you are here. So if you want to say something to the audience, and I think that will be amazing.
yeah, sometimes you say as right. Sometimes a photograph can change a community or a single person life, but it's sometimes it's will be reverse.
Mm,
A minority or uh, less powerful people will be more powerful,
mm,
or a country is trying to liberation.
mm.
Saw in our country in 1971,
Yeah,
lot of country did not know what
yeah,
is
yeah.
happening in Bangladesh.
Mm,
When the photograph was published or so in lot of international arena, then
mm,
lot of global leader was concerned. Oh,
mm,
what is the scenario? It's a very terrible.
mm,
So sometimes they don't know what
mm,
is the happening in Bangladesh.
mm.
That time Pakistan was say, "Oh, it's our internal problem," but it
Yeah,
was not internal problem.
internal
It was
problem.
our country problem. It was our liberation, and we want to independent. We want to
Mm,
freedom. So
mm,
photographs or any media as like journalism is very important to
mm,
change globally
mm,
in present situation in COVID-19 or coronavirus.
mm,
If journalist was silent, if
mm,
journalist was sleeping, what
mm.
will happen? Lot of people
Yeah,
will.
yeah. I mean,
We
there is a though. Yeah, I mean,
we're trying to awareness. We're trying. We are taking risks our life to
mm,
awareness other people, but
mm,
we are not safe. We are also in risks, but we are taking. We are try as much as possible to awareness other people and what is the scenario in global condition. So it's very important medium to represent socially, country or globally. So photography or journalism, everything is important to sustain
mm.
in our country, sustain in our world.
Ajim
Otherwise,
bhai, I just added one of the questions. One of our audience just asked how girls start photography first. What they need to do this?
oh,
How girls start photography first?
okay.
Mm,
Uh, in girl or woman as a photographer in our country is not so easy as like a boy or a young. So as a girl, she can start photography, learn from any institute or YouTube and lot of lesson in website. So he or she can develop his yourself day by day. So and we know lot of great photographer internationally are female. They are
yeah.
representing their country. They
Mm,
are fight with
mm,
men to get achievement. And
mm.
we saw in lot of contests, lot of female photographer get better result from any man.
Okay.
So there are parallel man and woman is now have no divided. They are
Mm,
fight equally and they are working equally.
mm,
So it's not a very difficult in our modern age. So a man or a woman can working as together
mm.
to develop their nation or represent their country, and it's not a barrier, I think.
Yeah, I forgot to ask one of the questions. So I mean, what the country and also the people, those who were, I mean, those who has agency, and what country need to cooperate to explore Bangladesh through the photography, and how country and how government can contribute in this sector.
First of all, I want to say you cannot represent your country without photograph. Okay, we know a lot of beautiful country. Oh, Switzerland, oh, amazing. Vietnam, amazing. So lot of amazing what we know from photographs.
Okay.
Without photographs or without video visualization, we cannot saw about their country. So a photograph is a very important medium to represent your country, how your country is beautiful. It's very important to show with photographs. So everything, your culture, your everything, your people, your development, one is the best medium is photographs. So
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
very
how government can contribute, how government can help the photograph to explore this sector.
okay. Government can patronize photographers. They can more easy to going and taking photos, and shoot some inspiration, and nationally some patronize from lot of company or lot of organization can patronize about represent our country, because photographers are doing very lot of hard work and very expensive in this photography. If a travel photographer should travel lot of place, it's very expensive. Gear is very expensive. So if your country, if you want, a government should take care of photographers to represent country internationally, I think.
Yeah, I mean this is also, I mean that's also the people who wish, like how when the governments, I mean government patronize the photographers, and also like if any of the company and those who are taking the initiative, and also the people those who are really the powerful people of the country, and I mean wealthy person, if they can contribute to explore Bangladesh through the photography, and also the people those who know how to do that, if they will come forward to patronize the young photographers, and that's how, I mean this might be a process to explore the country, represent the country internationally. So Azim Khan Rani bhai, and thank you, and thanks for your times, and I think this is a pleasure for us because you are here, the person like you, and we hope like you will be okay in the next of the times, and the more than times you will represent our country. And I think this is, you are one of the, I mean you are a very powerful photographer, and we feel like the person those who are working with you and also the country will patronize you too, and also like other photographer, government will patronize to and reach this sector. So thanks for tonight. And I think if you want to say something, anything else, like I forget, if you want to say something else.
I want to say young photographers, as like I am also a young photographer, try to capture as much as possible. Try to and think before shoot. You should watch from lot of photographs, and if you did not get award from any contest, don't be hopeless. Think your photo is best. Think that just cannot your photos. Okay, so never hopeless. Think if you did not get award from any contest, try another contest or another year. If you think your photo is best, and that is best, so don't be upset or don't be um, any hopeless. So try, always trying and try was best. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think this is a lesson for this, from the sessions, because we believe like, I mean when you want to do something, you need to do more, you need to do the practice, because without practice it's not possible to fulfill. And I mean, yeah, I mean if you
Is
want to be, yeah,
photography
please.
is like a game. If you practice more and more, you can take run or take goal. So lot of practice. If you are cricketer, if you are a footballer, they practice lot of. So without practice, you cannot achieve your goal. So I think practice makes a man perfect. So you should practice, and practice.
Yeah. So Azim Khan Rani bhai, thank you and thanks for your time. So for the audience, so basically the journalist chat is one of the platform to share and the care the story of the people than those who are the man behind the lens. And this is a kind of very informal show. We are trying to understand exactly like how people are representing the country and how we can in a better way we can explore in our country. So definitely you are right now in your home and please stay safe and stay home and the another time we'll bring the another guest from other country, so please don't try to be judgmental and try to know what the achievement of the people and how people are doing. And we all the time think about like the journalist, the photographer, they're not enemy of anyone and they're the people who are contributing. When you are staying in the home, they're the people's Azim Khan and also other colleagues, those who are taking risks to show you the exact inside fact. So we need to think and we need to respect the people, those who are working hard for us. So keep safe and stay home. Bye bye for tonight. And I'll come with another guest from any other country. Please be okay. And all the time during the time of lockdown, though right now the situations people are trying to came out from the home, but during the time of lockdown when everything are in serious situations going on, but the creativity and also there's a lot of other way to do and pass your time. Be okay. Stay safe. Stay home. Bye bye for tonight.
Bye bye.